Hi students, welcome back. Coming to the next topic in the subject distributed system is basic algorithm for message passing. I think you already know about the message passing. So the message passing means how the message will be sending from one end to the another end. Either it may be a client or server, or it may be a one node to the another node. Okay. So in this video, I want to explain you what are the basic algorithm that we used for the message passing. So before going to know about this algorithm, the first thing that you have to know is the formal method of a distributed message passing has two timing models. Okay, the formal model of distributed message passing. We are dealing with the distributed system, so we have to talk about the distributed message passing. So the formal method of a distributed message passing system has two timing models. System has two timing models. So what are the two timing models? So based on that timing models, those two timing models, the message passing will be distributed. So that is, one is synchronous. It's a synchronous message passing and asynchronous message passing. So means what type of a model that we are using, whether we are using the synchronous and or you are using the asynchronous, that we have to be decided. So in message passing system, the processor communicates by sending and receiving message over a communication channel. So that is a main concept of message passing. So what is message passing? In message passing, in message passing system, okay, in message passing system, the processors, so whatever the processors that are present in each system, the processors communicate by sending message, by sending or receiving message over a communication channel, over a communication channel. So this point you have to be remembered. And so here in the message passing system, the processor is a thing that is mainly communicating over a communication channel for sending and receiving. So that we have seen. Then how the arrangement will be done? The pattern of connection provided by the channels described by the topology system. So how the channels are going to be arranged? So that is the pattern of connections. Means which system is going to connect it to which system. So the pattern of connections provided by the channels, is described the topology of system. Describes the topology of system. So that arrangement you call it as the topology of a system. Okay, then what about the collection of channels? The collection of channels, we call it as a network. So these are all the basic terms that you need to be know in the message passing. So the topology of a system, network that is arranged, the collection of channels, we call it as a network. Means the arrangement of the collection of channels is completely based on the network. Okay, now let us consider an algorithm, that is a message passing model algorithm. Message passing model algorithm. Okay, so first what it is doing, the first thing is, let us consider an algorithm consists of, let us consider an algorithm consists of n processors. Let's take n processor, means so many channels are there. Let's take n channels. Okay, each channel is having the processors. Okay, so let us consider that n processors are P0, P1, P2 and so on up to Pn minus 1. So because we are taking from 0, so 0 to n minus 1 is nothing but n processor are present. Now which are bidirectional point-to-point channels. So these processors are bidirectional point-to-point channels. Okay. So next, each processor labels its incident channel. Each processor labels its incident channels like 1, 2, 3, so on up to n. Might not know who is at other end. So each processor, each channel doesn't know who is at present at the behind to this or after that. So no processor doesn't know which channel is existing. So these incident channels 1, 2, 3 might not know who is at other end. So in that way the topology will be arranged. So whenever the communication is established and whenever the message passing is started, then only the processors knows from where to where the message has to be sent. So let me show you simple example. Let's take this is a P0 processor, okay, and P1 processor. So I arranged this processor in this topology. Okay, now I establish a connection, that is a network. A network is established between the processors. Okay, so here I am taking, let's take the P1 channel is having the 2 channels, 1, 2, and the P0 channel is having 2, 3, and the P2 channel is having 2, 1, and the P3 is having only 1 channel, and the same time P0 is having only this here 1 channel. Okay, so this is the arrangement I have taken. So here both P0 and P3, have channel ID, have same channel ID. Channel ID same. So what is the channel ID same? That is a 1. And the same way for the both P0 and P2 have the same channel ID 2. Okay, and P2, P1 is having the same channel ID 1. So like that. So here this is the difference. So here what I am saying is the message passing model, first you need to select the processors that are participating in the network, in the communication. Those processors that to be arranged in a topology. After that they have to give the network connections. Now the connection is established. Whenever the connection is established, these processors are communicating by passing the messages in 1, 2 or 3 like that. Okay. So this is about the message passing model algorithm. So in the next video, I'll explain how these modeling processors and the channels will communicate to each other. Thank you.